Hey guys, it's Kugli again with another ROM review, and this time I've got the Pure Fusion OS by the same developer who made the Phoenix AEX ROM, one of my favorite ROM. Sadly, it's been discontinued, but we have this one to count on, so is it any good? Let's find out, shall we? So guys, the Pure Fusion OS, what is this ROM? Now the developer says this is based on AOSP. Yes, it is based on AOSP, and it does have a lot of features, which is kind of new for someone who has used just AOSP ROM. I like that. Let's get started then. First of all, in the settings menu, in the About Phone page, you can see Pure Fusion. So that is the ROM name. You do have a changelog. You do have system updates, which is grayed out for some reason. Not really sure if OTA update is really working right now. This is only the second iteration of this ROM. The first iteration I did use that, but it had a few issues with Wi-Fi and all that, so I had to flash this one, which is new one. It doesn't really have all that issue. Now it is for OnePlus 3, it is 7.1.2 Android. It does have the August 5 security patches, which is also really nice to see. Pure Fusion version, as you can see, is 13.8, which is the latest version. I was using the 11.8. if I'm not mistaken, and I used it for 2 days, then this version came out. I had to use it again for another day just to get a feel for it. The Clang versions, SD Clang, all that is available. Asylum status is enforcing if you're interested in that, so yeah. Now let's get to the features. This is an AOSP ROM. I have been comparing this to the PAEX ROM, that is Phoenix AEX ROM, because it's by the same developer, and AEX ROM is meant to be a really feature-rich ROM with AOSP as base. That would be the wrong mindset to go into this ROM. This is not a feature-rich AOSP ROM. This mainly focuses more on stability and the performance of it. So you need to understand that before you get into this ROM. One thing which I really do mind is that in the SIM card settings, these things, it's not colored. It used to be like this in the earlier iterations of Nougat. I don't know why it's still not fixed. I'm not really sure if that is even a problem anymore, but this ROM sure does have that problem. Apart from that, let's get to the features now. First of all, Pure Fusion settings. In here is all the extra stuff. In the lock screen settings, you do have items. You can customize what all appears. Also, double tap to sleep anywhere, lock screen torch, media cover art. Charging info is also available. Scramble layout, lock screen pin ripple. Fingerprint authentication, vibration, fingerprint unlock is all available. Pretty nice to see. Notification drawer settings is available. Quick pull down, smart pull down, all the customization, vibrate on touch, brightness slider. You do have also column settings, row settings. There is no scroll tile settings, but I think it is coming in a later version. I saw that on the forum. That's pretty cool. Apart from that, you do also have a custom header image. In the recent option, you have a few options like FAB button and a clear all location. Status bar option is available for battery, carrier label. Clock settings is available as I have set it there. Network traffic indicator is available. Status bar icon can be customized, and I really do like this VULT icon. Brightness control, double tap to sleep on the status bar. Show notification count, show Bluetooth battery style. Now in the button setting, you do have hardware key control. You do have accidental key touch, which is a new feature from PA, or I believe, yeah, it is from PA, and that is available. That really works out really good. Back button, home button, and overview button. You have 3 options: single click, long press, and double tap. You can customize all of those. Now it does have a navigation bar, and that is a DUI style setting, so you do have options here available, which I personally do not use, so I really cannot comment on that. Volume rocker options are available for the volume button, so you do have volume key, media volume control, speakerphone, volume button swap, volume key for cursor control, volume press up. Behavior can be customized, and these are all options available. Also, volume steps are available for each and every option, so that's pretty nice. And in the system option, you do have display option where you have options for all of these. You can customize the LED controls also, which is nice touch. Media notification control. It does have peaking notification customization for timeout and snooze timer, which I really appreciate. It does have ticker if you want to use that. Low battery notification is also available if you want to customize that. In the miscellaneous one, you do have a toast icon and scrolling cache. Scrolling cache is strangely for some reason default enabled, rather in other ROMs it's default disabled. I just found that interesting. MTP connect instead, and there is a built-in lockcat option, and that is amazing. I think all ROMs should have a built-in lockcat option. It just works out really well for anyone who wishes to contribute to the stability of the ROM. So I really like that. There is even a guide to how to use this thing on the forum page. So if you are someone who wants to try and use that, go to the link in the description and just check it out. It does work out really well. Now it also comes with Substrate and full OMS support, no problem with that. Magisk, I had to install it. It is a rootless ROM. You have to install Magisk or whatever you want manually. In the display options, you do have Nightlight. That does work out really well. Also, ambient display is available. We can customize that. Pretty cool. And this is the slim style ambient display. I like the double tap to wake on those. That's amazing. That's just something which I think every ROM should have. Pocket detection, that is Pocket Judge, is available, and that does work out really well. I have used this for some time and you can see it does work out really well. That's just there. sRGB mode is available for those who want a better color reproduction. Gesture controls are available where you can customize all the device gestures. It's disabled by default, but you can enable that. Ambient display gestures are also available for tilt and proximity sensor. One thing is that this option is duplicated here also again, so you do have that option twice. Not really sure if that's a bug or something which is going to be fixed in the future builds. And yeah, that much is it about in the features section. So as you can see, it is pretty much a loaded ROM, but again, when comparing it to a AOSP ROM, that is the basic ROM, it's loaded. But when compared to other ROMs like Phoenix AEX or just AEX or Resurrection Remix, of course, it's nowhere near to all those features. So I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10 for features. Now comes the battery life. The battery life has been surprisingly good for me. I mean, this is an EAS ROM. It does have EAS. It is using render kernel, as you might have already seen here. It is using render kernel, and that does give it a bit of boost in battery department. Idle drain was about 1.6% and normal usage drain was about 15%, which is pretty good, which is okay. I think I can live with that. So it's about 7 out of 10 for battery life. Now the performance. Performance has been really good. At least from the benchmark front, I got about 146,000, which is one of the highest scores which I've received on this phone apart from OxygenOS ROMs. So I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 for performance because it's pretty cool. Now the stability. This is an USB ROM. And personally, I did not have any issues with stability, but there were a few instances where the fingerprint scanner just did not work. Not just the fingerprint scanner, the home button also did not work sometimes, so that does cause a few issues for me. That was the only reason I'm going to give it a slightly lower score, which is normal. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10 for stability. Now the camera. This developer is really famous for his camera packages. I mean, he is the one who ported the OxygenOS camera for other ROMs. And he also has this Google Camera Port, which is available. I personally use Google Camera Port because it does have Auto HDR Plus, which is amazing. I really started using it, and it's really cool. That's just something there. It also has OxygenOS camera, and that does works out really well. And this developer is really famous for his camera packages, and I do trust him. And also it does use HAL 3, so you can use any other camera application also without any problem. So that's another thing. So yeah, camera is a pretty decent package, but it's not going to be as good as OxygenOS. Of course it's not. So I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Now the aesthetics. As I've already said, aesthetics are pretty normal. It uses Substratum just as any other custom ROM, which most of the custom ROMs. So it's pretty cool, but nothing special going on here. So I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. Now the overall experience. I'm really satisfied with this ROM. I mean, it is not as feature rich as the developer's previous attempt at a ROM, that is Phoenix AEX. But it gives you enough customizations and really good stability, really good battery life, really good performance and all that it is a very good, very pleasurable experience when you're using this ROM. I never had any issues with that. Everything just worked fine. That's just how I felt it is. So I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10 for the overall experience. Now let me show you guys the boot animation, which is pretty awesome. So there is the boot animation for this ROM, and it's pretty unique. It's not just a rehash of everything else. This developer does know how to make something work, so I really like it. And that is Pure Fusion OS. Pretty amazing. So yeah, I guess that much is it about the ROM then. I really do like this ROM. As you can see, the total score is going to be about 6.6 out of 10. That is a good score. That is a really respectable score. And yeah, I really do like the package which is offered. Just a quick note though, PAEX, that is Phoenix AEX, has been discontinued. I'm not really sure how to take this though, because Phoenix AEX was one of my favorite ROMs to run whenever in my downtime. I mean, okay, I'm not using a custom ROM or a ROM which I downloaded just isn't working. So I'll just go for PAEX and just use that in the meantime. It has been a very good, stable, feature-rich daily driver for me. So just really want to know what your thoughts are on that though. So yeah, I hope you guys like the video. Please share, subscribe and like the video if you found it useful. See you guys next time. Bye.